Tucked away deep in these Florida woods is a cemetery time forgot. Dozens of boys are buried here in unmarked graves. They were sent to the Dozier Reform School for Boys in Marianna, Florida decades ago. It's a place haunted by allegations of abuse, violence, and even murder. Some were never seen again.
This would indicate that there is a burial site there.
That's correct, yeah.
But this hidden spot is no longer forgotten. For more than 4 years, CNN has documented the allegations of former students and their family members.
This is something that this might be another part of our sordid past.
Now Florida officials could soon begin digging up that past, and this cemetery could hold the clues. Many families are asking for the bodies buried here to be exhumed, all because of the work of Dr. Aaron Kimmerly and a research team of anthropologists from the University of South Florida. For years, state officials said 31 boys were buried in this tiny cemetery on the school grounds, but using high-tech equipment, Dr. Kimmerly's team found evidence of at least 19 more bodies buried in this area. Their research of school records also revealed the bodies of another 22 boys who died at the school were never accounted for. The research has bolstered the suspicion some families of those children have harbored for decades. Prior to this new research, a state investigation in 2009 determined there was no evidence of criminal activity connected with any of the deaths or abusive treatment at the now closed down facility. Some former students called that investigation a whitewash. Do you think they rushed to bury his body to hide something from your family?
I'm pretty dead certain of that, yeah.
Ovell Krell's brother, Owen Smith, was sent here in 1940. She was told Owen ran away and died of pneumonia. His body was found under a house not far from the school.
They just came, claimed the body, put it in the vehicle, and left. Within 2 hours, they had him buried.
Ovell's family says there was never an investigation into how he died and that no one ever investigated the most shocking part of all, how another student described Owen's death.
He started running out across the field, and the boys said they put him in a car, and he looked back, and the last he saw was about 3 men shooting at him with rifles.
Shooting at your brother? The story still haunts Owen Smith's family. Ovell says the school superintendent promised the family he'd have a headstone placed on the grave. You never saw a headstone?
There was no headstones anywhere.
So this is where you want to have your brother buried?
Yes. This is my mother and dad.
Ovell Krell has no idea where her brother is buried today. If he's found, she says she'd like to bury him here with their parents.
It was hard for me because me and my brother were like twins. You know, we played our music together, we sang together, we just did everything together. And when this happened to him, half my life ended right there, you know, and I never got it back.
Wolf, we're now waiting on a local judge here in the Florida Panhandle to decide whether or not to sign off on those exhumation orders. No question, a great many people are anticipating and looking forward to that happening. As far as any kind of prosecutions as to if there was ever any evidence discovered here of murders that took place, prosecutors around here say that any kind of prosecution is very unlikely at this point. Many of the people who worked on these grounds and at this now closed school have long passed away, but Senator Nelson of Florida is trying to get the funding needed to exhume these bodies and also for that anthropological team to be able to go through and identify the remains if they are exhumed from the ground here. So it's a story that a great many people here in the Florida area are paying a lot of attention to.
What a story.